Okay, well, here's the part where you meet the man face to face with the weird, wacky humor, even though you guys probably didn't laugh. Otherwise, my career sucks. Anyways, so, oh yeah, I don't even have a career. I'm just a kid, man. Anyways, so, here is part 2 of, my stuff. So, unfortunately, yes, it's backwards. Anyways, well, I can't fix it anyway. So, as I said before, in, some time ago, when you, get to, electrolyzer status, you're basically good to go, except for one thing. One tiny little thing. And that is, of course, you have a limited amount of water. Now, you have unlimited amount of polluted water, but it's most likely useless and would only cause your duplicants even more stress. So that's not really a good thing, obviously. So I built this thing, which I noticed again, it's backwards. So yes, let's focus this in 2 parts, I guess. A few parts. So let's focus down here, if I can position it well. Give me a second. Okay, let's focus down here. So this is supposed to say Steam, but again, it's backwards and I probably have atrocious handwriting. Yeah. So this part over here, if you can listen, I'm not sure if the microphone is picking it up or not. This is supposed to be the water, the water reservoir. It's not to scale, obviously. It could be bigger, it could be smaller. I don't know. I just don't know. So, yeah, there's that. You have your H2O here. You have your steam, or air. Maybe steam. I'm not exactly sure. But if I make anything wrong, I'll just cut the video and edit it. But you have your air here. I'm not sure if it's steam or not, but let's just pretend it doesn't exist. So, and you have your door here, so your duplicants can go in and enter the building and stuff. So there's that. Right, so I'll talk to you about this pump here later. Next part. Where is it? Alright, next part. Here. Yes, this is quite a lot of stuff to look at. So over here you have alright, so okay. By the way, just some background information before I actually show you this. There's actually such things in the game called space heaters. They don't really affect liquids in any way, but if they were to get conductive when they touch, still nothing would really happen. But here's the reason why we're going to use space heaters for this. They are designed to transmit heat to gases until, obviously it's going to reach a point where it's too hot. It's about 90 degrees. So why are we using space heaters exactly? Why are we using something like liquid tepidizers? Same reason. They also stop at a point. But unlike liquid tepidizers, they depend on the gas. So think about this. If I were to fill this area up, as I tried to write it, chlorine gas right here, that would mean that this section, the fact that chlorine has a really bad thermal conductivity rate, if you don't know what that means, it means it can't transfer heat well. So if that's the case, this thing's gonna be running for a while. These space heaters are running for a while, and the reason why I have and it's gonna be all insulated here in insulated tiles. And the reason why I have mesh tiles here is so the air and the water can sort of transfer. So if this gets overrun with water, this also has heaters here, so it's gonna suck it all up and stuff. So there's that. Anyways, so now with the chlorine gas, these things are gonna run for a long time, and then later, when it's gonna reach a pretty hot point. So I recommend you build these space heaters out of golden amalgam for higher heat resistancy. And also, it's because there's polluted water here, it's gonna touch it. It's gonna get thermally conductive more. It's gonna get more thermally conductive, and it's gonna eventually turn into steam. Now, I might make a door, but it's not really gonna help with the fact that you need to make this insulated, so it's just the process is going to be faster. But I have to give props to Rothgar for both the electrolyzer, water power generation system, big jumble words, and this. Just saying. Anyways, this is specifically made out of the stone called granite because it's highly thermally conductive, and that's a good thing because actually I don't really know why. You have to check out Rothgar's video about it, John. But yes, essentially yes, it's because it just works. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not a professional here. Rothgar is. Anyways, so that's gonna somehow the side effect is the thing above the air, the solid above. It's gonna get pretty hot, but what can you do? You gotta get your water or else you'll die of thirst. So, there's that. Next one, let's see. Okay. This little section here, if you can see it right, yes, that gas pump, if you can read it. So weird, so weird. This thing right here, the gas pump right here. So when it's gonna detect like steam and stuff, it's just gonna. I might actually change this a little bit, so it's gonna add like it's gonna have like Atmos switches and stuff. But essentially, it's going to detect. It's going to like suck up the gases, right? But I'm particularly looking for like steam. So in that case, it's gonna just. It's gonna suck up the gas into a gas pump, into a gas pipe. It's going to get filtered here, so all the steam go up to a hydrogen bubbler. I have to invent that, so yeah, there's that. And the rest is just gonna go back in because, well, we need a storage container for gas. So there's that. And then over here, this is from the hydrogen bubbler. It's going to go down, down, back here, and it's going to drop as pure water. Hopefully, anyway. Now, if you guys don't know what a hydrogen bubbler system is, it's where, since thermal regulators break, like their output piping breaks at when any type of gas reaches dew point. I don't want to take chances with steam. It's conductive. It probably thermally conductive. It can do a lot of stuff. It's gonna be pretty annoying just to fix it every time something happens with it. So obviously that won't help. But good news is hydrogen is A, thermally conductive, and B, it has a pretty cold dew point. So if I were to just a little bit above the dew point, that would mean that the thermal regulator would not break, and at the same time, it would transfer the coldness, or no, the heat of the other gas would transfer the coldness of the other gas, causing, well, it to condense, if possible, condense. Like, I'm gonna at some point need a plan to convert polluted oxygen into, well, regular oxygen. Sorry about my eyes. They're pretty itchy and dry. So, yeah, that's the general problem. If I were to build a hydrogen bubbler system, yay. If not, well, I guess I'm doomed. So, I'm probably gonna make another video on this. I just didn't build it yet. It's like my decontamination video, if I make any other videos. But yes, yes, John, thanks for watching this random pointless video, and yeah, have a good life, because I don't have a good life. Yeah.